Hello there, welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys. Today I'm just going to have a little review or a look at the Speeder Bike. The two different boxes that you can see here. The first one is Kenner and the second one is Palitoy. Now there was a third one which is Meccano. This is, it was a Moto Jet, I think they called it. This is more like the Tri-logo version of Meccano and Palitoy. As you might have seen, the boxes for the Scout Walker were Tri-logo, Bi-logo, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to show you the different the difference in the boxes. I recently saw a video on which is a really good channel, 80s channel. He actually had a sealed version of the Kenner box. Now you notice that it has the flap on top, and that is always damaged. The only way you won't get that damage if you got a totally mint sealed in box version. This, as you can see, the box is not the best, but it's just nice to have the box. The boxes are brilliant. The price sticker, Tesco, £4.99. So it is from the UK, but it was a Kenner version. So they did actually come out in this country, but we generally more saw the oblong boxes. Now this one, I'm going to open it. These Kenner ones came with a cardboard inner. I haven't got one for this box as yet. I'm trying to find one, but it does have a complete Speeder Bike in there, and we'll have a quick look at that. Now the parts that usually go missing on this are the flaps, and trying to find a replacement set of flaps is a total nightmare. As I've been talking about these with the Scout Walker, it's probably best just to buy a complete one initially. But if you you'll find bits. You'll definitely find bits. I'm going to explode it now. As you might remember, that explodes it. Now what you usually find is these three bits separately. Especially this, you'll find loads of these. Sometimes with the gun missing, the gun underneath missing. That's usually there though, because it's usually intact. It's hard to come off. But these pop off all the time. The flaps totally disappear. I can remember buying this. Really can remember buying this. It was in the next town to me, and I remember it being £5, and my mum giving me £5, and going on the bus and buying this. Initially I actually bought two. I think I must have bought one the week after, or maybe a couple of weeks after, because you need at least two. You need three really. I remember the Scout Trooper coming out and him sitting on that. Now the Leia and the Luke figures obviously came later, but I had a Luke Jedi, so I had one for Luke Jedi and one for the Scout Trooper. The Ewok, I can't really remember having the Ewok Chief Chirper. I know that Chief Chirper was the first one to come out with low grey. I definitely didn't have low grey, but I think I might have had Chief Chirper, because I always thought that he was Wicket at the beginning, and I also wondered why they never brought Wicket out, which they did later on again. Why the second wave of the figures, like the Emperor, the main characters of the film, came out later, I don't know. Anyway, so this is one of the best. I mean, you can call it a mini rig. It's not really a mini rig, it's a vehicle. It's classed as a vehicle with action speed flaps. So yeah, plenty of hours of fun with this. As I say, I had two when they were chasing each other. The only thing with the Scout Trooper is articulation. As I mentioned in my podcast, I did a podcast about the Return of the Jedi figures, and I mentioned the Scout Trooper. It's straight legs on this vehicle. I haven't got a Scout Trooper to hand, so I can't really show it. I mean, I could get a figure and show you, but you know what I mean. You can see it there. The knees didn't bend. So really, that did... When I said it in the podcast, when we were playing with them, it didn't really matter. But now looking back, it is quite extraordinary. You put the legs through that little lever there, and it does hold him on, and it holds the handlebars pretty well. And it's not that bad, to be honest with you. I'm not moaning about it. It's really good. So yeah, this is a Kenner box. Came with the inners, which were cardboard. The instruction sheet as well. So that's that one. I will show you the Palitoy box now. Now this is, I prefer this because you don't have the flap, which gets damaged really easily. I know GW acrylic have a really good case for that box. I used to have one. I could do with another one for that one, but I want one for this one too. This is more like a generic box shape. That is just, that's so much better than that. So much better. Same picture obviously. And as I say, different logos, the Tri-logos. So let's open it up. Again, it's quite damaged. That's why I could do with a case to put it in, GW acrylic case to put it in. This one has the inner, and it's a plastic inner. It also has the instructions in there too, which we'll look at in a moment. So I prefer this this shaped box. You're not having, I mean, I could understand it if you had the punch mark in it and it hung on pegs, but it didn't. So that's why that is better. You can stack them up. I mean, that stacks on there. I have that on display like that. But I just prefer the just normal square box. And you've got the plastic tray. Again, same mechanism. I've not got the flaps for this, which I'm not really too bothered about because I keep it in the box. I would like them obviously to make it complete because I do have the instructions as well. So that's again goes nicely in the box, in the tray, like so. And the instructions. See, this is the proper instructions because it's got the tri-logos. The illustrations are amazing. The drawings. And there's how to attach your speed flaps, 1983. Remember it well. So there you go, that's a couple of speeder bike boxes. As I said, there was the Moto Jet as well, which is quite rare, and if you find one of those, lucky you. I would like some better boxes, but I just like them. I just like the boxes. I love, this is, I'm not going to call it a mini rig, but it's probably my favourite vehicle, mini vehicle, shall I say. It's the best one, and at that cheap price point back in the day, £5, it was. You only had to save up 2 or 3 weeks for one. He could have got 3, 4 figures maybe for the same price as that, but that just, how cool is that? How cool is that? Especially if you had a couple of scout troopers, which you would have done back in the day. Because I love that. I love that figure. I love this vehicle. That point in time, I had the Scout Walker, which I love. I had 2 speeder bikes, which I love. And that's all you really needed. I had most of the figures. I did stop collecting around 84, I'd like to say, because I did go into 18 figures. And I stopped collecting, and I missed out on the Power of the Force. Well, we didn't get Power of the Force. We've got Tri-logos in this country, but that type of thing, we didn't see any coins in this country. We saw the Tri-logos. The last 17, I never even remember seeing them in the shops. Obviously, we wasn't collecting them. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video on just a quick look at the differences in the boxes from Kenner to Palitoy. I don't know if actually it does say Palitoy or Meccano at all on this box. Lucasfilm, blah blah blah, Meccano. It does say Meccano there, very small writing. General Mills. Yeah, Meccano. Amsterdam, Brussels. Made in Taiwan. So this, like the box for the Scout Walker, is French made, but it's obviously is English as well. So it's Palitoy and Meccano. The Palitoy there, very small writing. Palitoy. General Mills, Leicester, England. So you've got your Palitoy in front, Meccano at bottom. The same pictures obviously, but with all different languages. Whereas your Kenner one, you've got English. Your proof of purchase there, nicely not cut out. Again, made in Taiwan, so made in the same place. Canada. Oh no, Cincinnati. I'm talking about Canada. I don't know if Canada actually had a different speeder bike. That's something I might have to look up. So there you go. The differences in the Kenner and the Palitoy stroke Meccano Tri-logo boxes. I hope you liked it. Hope you like these vintage videos and all the videos I throw up on YouTube, my podcast and all that goodness. More vintage to come, more Hasbro Black Series to come, all sorts of toys. If you're just interested in toys, especially Star Wars, mostly Star Wars, but I'm interested in all toys. So press that like button, press that subscribe button, and press that bell so you get notifications for when my videos come live. And I will see you all in the next video. May the toys be with you.